All right, we are on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ProActivators podcast. This is Gabriel, the ProActivator. And today I have some really good news. My first ever seminar was done yesterday. And yes, it was great. It was amazing, guys. I have to tell you that the response from the people who attended the seminar was very positive. Many of them came up to me saying how impactful the message was, and how even they thought that, hey, this other person should have been here with me. This family member should have heard about this. And it was really good to hear that, just because it just means that the message that the ProActivator is bringing forth is necessary. People are starving for this. People need to be shaken. They need to be redirected in their lives so that they can start living the life that they really want to live, and not the one that they are being drifted on. People are drifting. People are drifting. They are sleepwalking, lost in the matrix. It's a very good analogy, because in the Matrix, the movie, people were being used, and their body was being used for energy, but they weren't living a real life. It was all in their minds. And right now, most people are not really living a real life. They are living halfway, and sometimes not even that. They're not really enjoying the potential that they have. They have so much more potential. Their standards are so low, and they are getting robbed. They're getting robbed by entertainment, social media. They're getting robbed. Netflix, Prime TV, music. They're lost into distractions. But the good news is that once people become aware, once the ProActivator is able to show them what's going on, many of them start acting on it. And that's the good news. People can wake up from one moment to the other, realizing, wow, what am I doing with my life? Where have I been? I've been lost. And that is huge. Because all we need to do is bring the message to the people, and the ones who have ears to hear will make some changes in their lives. Yesterday, I was talking about the Quadrant of Time Management. It's one of my favorite things to teach, because in the Quadrant of Time Management, they can clearly see where their life is at. It's like a budget, right? So when we talked about quadrant 1, which is it's urgent and it's important. Quadrant 2, which is not urgent but is important. Quadrant 3, which is important but not urgent. And then quadrant 4, which is not important, not urgent. And I've gone through these before on the podcast in other episodes, But the point is that once people start understanding about the quadrants, then it's an eye opener. It's a eye opener because now they can see where they are spending their time. Time that they'll never get back. You see, we can't control time. We can only command our attention. If our attention, and the only way that we can give value to our attention, wait, let me get my thoughts together. The only way that we can give value to our attention is to see where our time is. If our attention, if our values, if our attention is shattered, okay, we're wasting time. Okay, if our attention is disciplined, then we're making strides. We're moving forward. Okay, I hope I didn't mess that up. I learned that not too long ago, and I'm trying to remember it. I did not use it yesterday in the seminar, but it's something that I definitely need to get a hold of in my mind so that I can bring it forth to the people when I'm talking to them. And I also talk about the habit loop, which we've been covering because I've been reading the book, The Power of Habit, and it was fresh in my mind. So I taught it yesterday. I taught about the habit loop. And yes, I have to tell you that people were very open. And they were open to change. And that's very uplifting for the ProActivator. I also have a conference coming up, but this is already sold out. This is an official ProActivators conference. It's going to be happening on September. So yes, I'm very excited about that. There's going to be some people changing lives. Their lives is going to be changing in this conference. So I'm very excited about it. Now today I have to tell you, I had a really tough time in my family meeting. It was tough to the point that I broke down. I broke down, guys. You see, that's why we do the family meetings, guys. For me, that is one of the most important things that I do in my life because my family matters for me. So I have to talk to them in a formal meeting where we talk about issues of the family and we talk about how it can improve. And that is the reason why we do the family meetings. But today I was in the hot seat because me and my older son had a misunderstanding and I didn't handle it well about a week ago or so. Didn't handle it well. And he called me out on it. And I have to say that I felt bad that I teach this stuff, that I live this stuff, and yet I fall short, and it hurt me. It hurt me to the point that I had to get up from the seat and go to another room because I couldn't handle myself. And, it was good. I have to say, whatever happened, happened, and it was what it was supposed to happen. But we wouldn't have those breakthroughs if we didn't have those family meetings. They're important. They are very important. So if you're listening to this, if you have a family, it doesn't matter how small they are, if you have children, if you only have your wife, if your kids are little, it's okay. You and your wife need to go through a family meeting every week and talk. Talk about your routines. Talk about what can we improve. What went well? What's not working? How can I do better? How can you do better? Talk about the budget. How much are we spending? What do we need to fix to mitigate that? So yes, things like that are good. So having a family meeting, is a very positive thing that you can do for your relationships, especially the ones that you are close to the most, the ones that you rub elbows with the most in a weekly basis, in a daily basis. So yes, that is one habit that I recommend. We usually do it for 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes, like today, it went for longer, which is fine. It's okay. The only thing that happens is that I don't get to play in the first game when I go play basketball, because that family meeting is right before my basketball games on Saturday. We do our family meetings at 7 a.m. on the dot. Everybody's sitting around the table with their spreadsheet, with the agenda that we're going to be talking about. I print it out every morning, and I pass it down, and then we hit everything at 7 a.m. Today we started a little late. We had my sister Paula is visiting from Melbourne. So, things were a little bit different, but nonetheless, we always start at 7. And then I go play basketball, and I usually get there to be able to play in the first game. First come, first serve. What ends up happening is that if I get there late, I don't get to play in that first game. So today, since the meeting went long, it was necessary. It doesn't matter. I had to stay. It was necessary to stay and deal with the situation. And we did. It was tough for me, but we made it happen. It was good that it happened. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened if we didn't have the family meeting. Those things would have just stayed inside. Life would just continue on without fixing something that broke. So yeah, I have a upcoming next Saturday. I'm going to be doing a podcast with a gentleman that is he's 65 years old, but this guy, he's a ProActivator in the fitness area. He plays basketball 4 times a week, guys. 4 times a week, full court. Full court on the weekdays. He plays basketball. That's really good. 65 years old. He's really good too. He's got a nice game. I call him Houdini, because the guy disappears on you. If you don't have your eyes on him, he'll leave. He'll disappear. The next second he's there, the next second he's not. He's really good about looking at you to see where your eyes are at. And if you deviate for 1 second, he sees it. The other day he beat me with the game winner, guys. took my eyes off of him. This time around was on purpose, but he's so good about identifying those areas when somebody's distracted, and he makes you pay for it. He got the ball and he scored. I was covering him. So yes, Mr. Gaston is going to be playing basketball with us. I'm sorry, playing basketball with us. He's going to be joining us in our podcast next Saturday. So the podcast will be coming out on the next Monday. After that, it will be uploaded that same day, scheduled for Mondays. Mondays is when our podcast is out at 5 a.m., guys. Just in case you didn't know. But yes, it was a great week. I'm very happy about the seminar. I'm definitely going to do more seminars like those. The ProActivators is going to do seminars. I'm going to be charging anywhere from $100 to $199. It all depends on where they are and the logistics. If there's food going to be included, all that stuff. But yes, I'm definitely going to start doing more of those seminars, and I'm looking forward to it. Getting on a schedule where I do seminars. And maybe I can include some other speakers to speak on other areas. So that way it won't just be me. Maybe 2 or 3 speakers extra. And it'll be an entire day where we get there in the morning, 9 a.m. we open up. From 8:30 to 9 we have like a meet and greet. And then we meet like at a hotel. And but yeah, kind of like a conference. We will do like a one-day conference. So I definitely want to start doing those more often. I'm going to put them in the calendar. I'm going to start sending out invitations, putting a price, include t-shirts. But yeah. But that's going to be a thing, guys. It's going to happen. I'm getting the craving, guys, to do it more and more. Since yesterday, it was first a month ago when I started speaking to people, and it felt really good, and I wanted more. And then yesterday, I did an actual talk, and it went really well. It was well received, and so there's no way that I'm not gonna not continue doing this. Oh, they're gonna get bigger. We're gonna get 30, 40, 50, 100 people in one room, and eventually we'll grow. So that's gonna happen, guys. The ProActivators, it's a thing. Everybody's gonna wanna be a ProActivator. Everybody. So we're not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, we're going to multiply. We're going to multiply. On the conference that we're having on September, the one that it's sold out already, there's going to be some ProActivators coming out of that, guys. They're going to be eventually some of the ones that are going to be speaking. But I'm excited about that. I have a really good group of guys that just want to serve. They have a good heart. They're diamonds in the making. And I'm proud to be the guidance for them to refine them. But they're gonna have to refine themselves. They're gonna be the ones who are going to put themselves through the fire. I can't do that for them. They're the ones who have to. I can only show them. I can be an example. But they're the ones who need to walk and put themselves in the fire. Enable for them to start becoming that diamond that they are. So good things are happening. Good things. I'm excited. Good things are happening with the ProActivator. And I'm very happy to the people who listen to the podcast, the people who read the newsletter. Man, guys, the Instagram page right now is kind of off. I have not been able to get a hold of my Instagram page for the ProActivators. I have to get some help. The only thing is that I'm working only one day on the ProActivator on Saturdays. So this podcast was recorded on a Saturday. The newsletter was written on the Saturday. The book, guys, another thing. The book is coming out. The book is going to be good. And I got to ask, I don't know, I think I've asked this before. I don't know, should the book be called Unleash the ProActivator or Unleash the ProActivator Within? Yeah, I don't know. I'm still debating. We'll see. I do remember though, Tony Robbins, he one of his first books that he wrote was called Unleash the Giant Within. Unleash the Giant. Well, this is the ProActivator. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. I want to get some feedback from you to see what title hits better. But yeah, I had a really good week CrossFit this week. Ooh, the first 2 days were horrible. So much pain. So much pain. I go back for more because I love it. I love going through that pain. There was this guy that he was pushing me. I love when I find one of those guys and he just pushes you. He beat me both times. Doesn't matter. I don't care, you know. It's like, it's fine. But the fact that he was there, that I was fighting for my life, and I was trying to catch up to him, I love it. I love it. It was great. But yeah, I feel like I'm in really good shape. I'm going to the gym in the morning, like always, hitting my strength training from 5 to 6. I do the massage chair for like 15 minutes. And then at 7, I go to the CrossFit class. I get there about 10 minutes before. I do my stretches. And check this out. One of the things that I've been doing for the past, I think like maybe 4 months, I would say, is I hang. I just go up and hang. And I've been hanging for 2 minutes, 2+ minutes. But I used to put chalk on my hand so I can grab on, so I can get a better grip. But then it was putting my hands too rough, so I stopped using the chalk. So what happened is when I was using the chalk, I was able to stay. The most that I stayed is for 3 minutes and 14 seconds. That's my max. And I did that for like 2 days straight, or 3 days. I hit 3 minutes. But then ever since then, I started going down. Now today I did 2 minutes and 29 seconds. So yeah, I do that in the morning as a stretch. But I don't know. I mean, I jump in the bar. I hold on tight. I look at the clock. I concentrate. Then I start feeling the pain. Minute 1, minute and a half. 2 minutes, I'm already burning. And then sometimes 2:14, 2:15. That's it. My hands give up and I just drop. And that's when I look at the clock and see what my time was. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun to get strong, guys. I like getting strong. I like going through discomfort. My muscles are stronger. I'm faster. I'm more agile. And I just feel good. I feel good building muscles, guys. You should do the same thing if you're not doing it. Building muscle is fun. It makes you feel good too. And you look good. So why not? Why not? Just do it. Just lift weights. Get uncomfortable. I talked about that last week. Get uncomfortable. It's okay. All right, my friends. I think I'm going to cut it short for today. I do have my sister over, so I'm going to try and get out of the office a little bit earlier. I do need to work on one last thing, which is the newsletter. I'm not going to do anything on the front end of our social media. So it's going to be another week. Crickets, nothing happening. But it's okay. Eventually, I'll get a hold of that. The things that I'm doing right now are a little more important. The book writing is the first thing I do. And the podcast and my newsletter, guys. So those take priority. Now, do I want to do the social media? Of course. And I have material because I've been recording stuff. But I have to manage my time. Or unless I get somebody to help me, I'm not going to be able to do the social media, upload clips, do the carousels. So yeah, but the truth is, I don't think, the good thing is I don't think I have a lot of people that follow me there yet. So it's not like people are missing the ProActivator, even though, you do get those regulars who always watch, what's going on. But for them, it's worth it, to do it. So if you're listening and you haven't seen anything there yet, just hang in there. We're going to eventually put something on there. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching. This is Gabriel, the ProActivator, and I'll see you guys next time.